Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's _Gintu, back again to the root of today. It's one-on-one live. Today I'm having a very big jacket because it's going to be changing the climate. We're going to be climatizing each kind of the time whenever we're going to be coming to this kind of the fantastic module here. So one-on-one, guys, I've got a little bit of some of the scenarios that are going to be tackling today, and it's going to be a bit of scary, but we have to handle it the way it comes. Come to this kind of this idea so you can just see you very meticulously, because we have to handle much of the matters they arise. How are you?
I'm good.
Everything is nice?
Yes.
What's your name? Some of the people have ever seen this kind of the shape, and also some of this kind of the face. Maybe one of the videos. You can introduce yourself a bit.
Okay, I'm goes by the name Boke Asha.
Boke Asha.
Yeah, I have a channel.
Yeah.
They can subscribe to my channel, watch the video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. And how do they know you mostly? The wife of?
Mokami's wife.
Mokami's wife.
Yes.
We ever came here one time. We heard about David Jr. came here and took some of the cows and got some of the goats here, and he came to claim them again, and they found like you have taken them to Tanzania and much more like that one.
Yes.
And also you had a son, and we came here with Mokami. We shooted a video. A bit it was a bit liquored a bit. You have to understand how this kind of the scenario always comes.
Exactly.
And also today I've got a little bit of the news, like the son is a bit to go home, and the goats are going to be sold. Is it the fact thing that I'm hearing? Because I had to rush here immediately to understand, is it a fact again the cows may talk about the goats are going to be sold, and what? Can you talk about something there? Because I don't understand sometimes.
No, about selling the goat, maybe let me tell you. We have maize in the shamba.
Come, because the road, let us not block the road. Here
we have the
side.
maize in the shamba. So I have to
harvest?
To harvest the maize. I sell them. I took the money to school.
And take the money to school.
Yeah.
So between you and him, who is taking care of everybody here? Talk about who is responsible for the kids, or you, or him, or both of you?
Me.
Mostly it's you.
Yeah.
So is he not responsible? Because every day he comes and tells me, I like education, I like to see education progressing. Again, he's not responsible again.
Responsible for him, it's like the little, yani, when he gets little.
Get the little.
Yeah.
So he's a husband, he has to be respected.
Yeah.
And make sure that everything going to be coming out so successful. Exactly. So about the goats, what has happened? Because I'm hearing about, we bought two of them, one which is pregnant, and another one which is a bit a male goat, which is a bit smaller, but I know you could take care of them because this is not a bigger thing. Like we could bring some of the cows, it could be maybe the space is not, the goats have a minimum space provided.
Yes.
They can eat, they can graze, and they can make sure that everything is happening, and they're easy to check, because even if the son is into school, it's not much like does the son understands like one of his goats going to be sold, or both of them?
Only one.
Only one. A male, or the one that is pregnant?
The male.
Or the male one. So have you got also already the person to buy some of the goats here?
The buyer, no.
The buyer is not yet. So you're programming to make sure they're going to be selling. What has got you so that you can just sell? Is it you, or it's a proposal of Mr. Mokami?
No, the proposal of Mr. Mokami. I want to add the money. I took them to school. Oh, you want to take them to school? Yes.
So you mean about, guys, you know this kind of the foundation called Azam Foundation, not, and it was going to be called Mama Tandi Foundation. Mama Tandi Foundation brought this kind of the courtesy to them and talked about, let us bring some of the goats here and make sure that this kind of the goats going to be for this kind of the son. And we have to implement what the empowerment was to the son, to make sure we're going to be growing whenever we're going to be getting to the Form 4 and finishing the Form 4. He will come and find the goats have multiplied.
Yes.
At the end of the year, the goats will be, we brought 2, now they're going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. At the end of the year, we're going to be having like 8, if possible. If the female one going to be producing the twins, it's going to be so meticulous, because we are hoping to get the twins. And now the question is number 1, has the son agreed about it?
Yeah, the son agreed.
So the son agreed.
Yeah.
So guys, to Mama Tandi Foundation, I don't know what I can just add on top, because already they have decided, and the son is the one who is owning this kind of the everything. I will not be there, because when I was giving out this kind of the mandate and the authority, talking about this kind of the goats going to be belonging to you as a family, and you're going to be checking to this kind of the boys, so as they can, whenever going to be getting to school, they're going to be providing the services to the goats. Now, when I was giving out, I told you, I will not be checking about, oh, the goat's going to be this way, but I'll be asking about how is the progress. Like, have you got some or something going to be coming, which is maybe an emergency. And whatever you have is what going to be helping you. I know it. And why can't you, if you're going to be having some maize and you're going to be harvesting very soon, or what's going to be the problem? So as you cannot harvest maybe the maize and sell it quickly, and you understand that the price is getting low.
Yeah.
Every day, because people have not yet harvested most of them, and the price is going to be low each kind of the time. So you have to hurry enough to make sure that, why can't you shift it? Then the goat could come in the next, because a goat can be there and also start kind of the, I don't know how you can just get me.
I'm getting you.
Is it possible?
It's possible because simply I have a balance. I have a balance of last year. But Form 4 is very much, is difficult.
It's difficult because you have to register for the exam. You have to have all the accessories, not talk about stationaries that are required into the examination, assessment, and much more. And also the fee you have to clear for him to be allowed to study, because so many students go home after the KCSE or the exam and they have not yet finished whatever. They leave their certificates. If you fail, you leave it there and no going back. You'll be embarrassed. You're never going to be getting back. So talk about some of the fees are ever left behind. And so at this kind of the moment again, Mr. Mokami, are we going to be having a little bit of a talk?
Okay.
The baby is already taken. Don't worry about it. The baby is already taken. Hi.
Don't worry.
How are you?
Fine.
Everything is good?
Everything
I've
good.
recognized your presence.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I've heard about the claim of, is it an emergency or was it like an emphasis?
Okay, it's an emergency.
It's an emergency.
Because there was a message that was sent with the administration.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had no otherwise, and we have negotiated with my wife.
As a family?
Yeah, but what we have is only the kids' goats. We have not even confirmed from the kids, but no otherwise.
I have confirmed from him.
You have confirmed already?
Even when he left to school, nilimwambia.
Oh, you told him.
And say no problem, only the male goat.
Or the one that is going to be bearing some of so what's going to be my advice is I don't deny, because if you don't have, again, it will be like you are having and the son is at home and the things belongs to him. And let me not be like the person going to be controlling. The good thing is whenever you're going to be finishing, let him know. Whenever you're going to be finishing the Form 4, let him hustle and make and regain it again. Make sure you're going to be getting it again and getting it back to the flock, and make sure that things are going to be flowing.
Gintu, we have no otherwise. But if the son negotiated with the mom, there is no controversy.
There's no controversy.
Yeah.
But
so
maybe whenever you are talking such, maybe he never told the son about whenever you're going to be finishing the Form 4. We are hoping him to be better. And he finished the Form 4. And also the school fees will be the one that we're going to be getting him to be stuck at the school. So he can just do and read and make sure we're going to be progressing better. And let us, whatever we're going to be having, like right now, maybe you have not yet harvested the maize. And maybe tomorrow but one. I think on Friday, the school's going to be chasing back home students. This Friday, today is on Wednesday. Exactly, today is on Wednesday. So on Friday, a student going to be coming back home, because I was given some of the notice from the school on Friday. If you have not yet covered a half of the fee of term 1, they're going to be coming back home. So I know, and yet you have not yet harvested. I think we're going to be coming and getting you back. And right now I know, let me say it as a fact. Before we could get this kind of the goats, because we have to look at it, because I did accounting, and I know how to calculate it very well. Because you had programmed, you as a family, this kind of the maize could be the one that you're going to be selling to make sure that you're going to be studying, correct? And right now there's fluctuation, not even fluctuation. There's a very low buying of the maize. There's a very low tonnage in terms of right now people have harvested. The price is very low. The price is very low in terms of the market. And imagine right now the kilo gonna be 33. If you go in the morning, 33. In the evening, 32. Tomorrow in the morning, 31. You go in the evening, 28. The following day, 32.
20.
So no, it sometimes goes up, goes down. The more of the maize income, how the maize is coming in and getting out.
Yes.
That's how they always sell and they always buy. So if you're gonna be now selling that kind of a goat and take care of, and you understand, you know how much we bought it. Let it be like you're gonna be selling again lower than what we bought it.
You know, Gintu, in fact, is only that we have no option.
So let the option not be like we're gonna be now be selling it in a throwing price.
If this is January. If the price is low, I can't sell.
Yeah.
I'll look for another alternative. I'll borrow money from somewhere, then even.
Yeah.
And again, if you sell it to the amount that you see it's gonna be better for the child to go back to school, and the maize was meant to be the taking care of the fee. Whenever you sell the maize, whenever it comes maybe in February, refund the goat.
Exactly.
Fact or wrong?
Fact.
Fact or wrong?
Yeah, fact. You know, Gintu, there's something that, you know, I have to inquire. When I inquire, she's my boss.
Exactly.
And my son too, that is his
project.
belonging.
Yeah.
Because Mama Tandi bought her, bought him those goats.
Those goats, exactly.
So I have no otherwise but to inquire first before doing it.
Exactly.
Because you can see Mama Tandi is trying to
Uplift.
pull the child.
Empower.
To empower the kid to come up.
Exactly.
So when he is empowering the kid and I'm taking the kid down, it look awkward.
It looks exactly.
Yeah. So I have to empower the kid to move up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
also education is to make sure that I'm gonna be moving up.
Yeah.
So I know the child gonna be crying a bit from the inside there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be. You have said you have a channel.
Yeah, I have a channel.
Which kind of the channel is that one?
Boke Asha.
Or Boke Asha.
Goes by the name Boke Asha.
That's how it's only Boke Asha.
Yeah, Boke Asha.
Okay. And everything gonna be so good. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm gonna be making it happen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mokami.
Yeah.
We're gonna be moving from this kind of the position.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be looking this way. Let me be this way, so you can just look at it very keenly.
Yeah.
And my little bit of the talk is, you know, this kind of the time where we have just reached. Right now, you have a son who is in Form 4.
Yeah.
And you have to be keen about it.
Exactly.
And whatever you're gonna be, the appearance you're gonna be having, it will be reflecting for whatever gonna be coming from the sun.
Yeah.
You know it?
Yeah.
And whatever you're gonna be seeing, my father is doing. And you know, you're gonna be growing and talking about him. My father did it, and he made it.
Yeah.
What can I? Even if I do it also, I'll do it. And maybe it's a character that you don't want to prevail from your son, maybe whatever. The goats are here.
Yeah. You can see.
So the one that you wanna be selling.
This is Mama Tandi's.
This is Mama Tandi's foundation that did this. So this is still pregnant.
Yeah.
And
Very soon.
now this is what you're gonna be selling.
Yeah. This one, in fact, the kid, I just confirmed from her mom. She wanted to sell
That one. Okay.
But
For
you
the
can
school.
see, I'm resisting because I personally have not confirmed from the son.
Okay, you personally.
Yeah.
But the mom has said she has confirmed, or it's a lie.
Yeah.
Is it a lie?
Yeah.
Is it a lie? The mom has said.
She can't lie.
Yeah.
She
And
can't lie.
where is that boy studying?
At Hispania High School.
So he's in Hispania.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Also, I have one of a boy who I'm taking care of in Hispania. He's now in Form 4 also. So we are heading to get much of the better. What I was talking is, I've said about whatever you are doing right now reflects the tomorrow.
Yeah.
And also make sure that this kind of the things that you're going to be doing, maybe sometimes you're going to be not much better. You know yourself.
Yeah.
And how you're going to be behaving to make sure that everything counts good. And that's how the behaviors, and that's how you will count for the son whenever you're going to be growing. You talk about, oh, you know, my father going to be this way, going to be this way.
I just need my kid to be a role model.
To be a role model.
Yeah.
So are you a role model?
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want chaos. I never need chaos at my home. I always negotiate with my family, and we always I always consult before reaction.
Before reaction.
Yeah.
So you know, I was flabbergasted when I heard about oh, maybe again the goat's gonna be sold, and
No.
I was about, oh my living God, what has happened, man?
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do. You've just
And,
seen.
and the good thing I said is I'm not a person of coming to check like what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And but in terms of protecting the assets that belong to another person, because it will be counted. What about, you can take it as this way, yeah? We assume like, okay, you have already spoke with the son. Maybe he's in school. You have spoke already. Like, okay, you're gonna be selling. Yes, he accepts.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the ridge, whenever they're gonna be coming back home, he comes to me again. Oh, you know what? My father and the mom, they combined their efforts together. They sold my goat without my consent.
No.
You understand? It could be something like you're gonna be weird, and we don't want to reach at that kind of the area.
But Gintu, you know that is an elder guy. He's now age almost 18. He's an elder guy. So I can't just do something that is not right for him.
Exactly.
So I have to consult. And in my entire life, what I always do is consultation before I do any reaction, or before I always intervene
Okay.
before I move the next step.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's very better.
I can't
And,
do something
Yeah.
minus consultation.
I got you. So the good fact is, at this kind of the moment, guys, I appreciate because I've reached as early as enough.
Yeah.
But my consideration is number one: don't sell it in a throwing price.
Yeah,
And when you sell it, please make sure that the money reaches where it's relevant.
yeah,
And from that one now, we could be upgrading and empowering this kind of the boy
Yeah.
with education.
Yeah.
That maybe whenever you're going to be coming outside there and use their brain normally, it will be something which is going to be helping him also, and he will buy more of it, because he will start knowing like one of his goats was sold.
You know, Gintu, before even I called you, we have the receipt. So whoever came that wanted to buy those goats, he left the money to my wife. So had to withdraw the receipt. You know, we bought.
So how much, talk about this, somebody who already came to
Yeah.
look for the goat.
Yeah.
How much did he pay?
He wanted to buy at 4,500.
4,000, that's a throwing price, man,
That
for the
one,
goat.
that one. You know, I took the money and I took the money back. So that's why I called you and told you, you know, this goat is because of the message that I've received from school. So I can't sell at that throwing price.
Exactly.
So even my wife had to understand.
Okay.
And she gave me the money I took back. When I took the money back,
Mati goes home.
yeah,
Everything is continuing good.
yeah,
I think about everything is progressing very
Yeah.
meticulous.
yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
I think also you are dedicated to the work.
Yeah, I'm always, you know, I told you where there's work, I always work. I don't care.
And when there's no work,
I don't go. I always
so
follow
why
where
can't
there's
you,
work.
why can't you look for a job that's gonna be a bit like okay, this is a hustle. A hustle is a hustle.
Yeah.
And I know whenever it comes to a hustle, you have to make sure that you're gonna be getting whatever relevant for your children to get a little bit of the food.
Yeah.
And that's the life that is there.
Yeah.
But now look for, whenever this fails, another one applies. Why can't you have alternative? But when you're gonna be at home and you know, you understand a handman is paid 500 a day.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna be paid.
Yeah.
And how you gonna be sustaining that kind of the money?
Okay. That one, according to me, because I've not rented.
No, renting is not a problem, Mr. Mokami. And
No.
and last time I told you to plant some of the greens here with the matiko. What happened?
No, this is not my plot.
No,
I can't join.
no, it was like that. I
Okay.
left you, and what is really happening, because I found some of the calling and talking about right now. Oh, there's somebody who called me. They are in Lika format. They're talking about, oh, Gintu, we ever saw you with the Matiko, and come and take him from this kind of the position. Is he still onto the Lika more than wherever I found him?
Okay, That one I can't explain because when I'm at work, I'm at work. So I can't just explain that.
So the little thing that I want to embrace this kind of the little bit of the gentleman's in the society, and I want you to answer it. And I don't know how you're going to be answering it. Why most of the people, are they desperate, or is this stress, or what is really happening? Because liquor is taking over the game.
Not liquor. You know, I do take liquor, but when I'm concerned about my family, everything is concerned about my family. When I'm idle is when I go to take liquor, but you know, I have a family.
So why do you why do you want to be idle?
No,
why don't you look for an alternative for you not to be idle?
That's why I am telling you, where there is work, that's where you'll find me. You see? Where there is work, that's where you'll find me.
So what about if there's no work around this kind of the village for more than a month? Will you sit down and talk about, oh, I'm waiting for the work to happen and to this kind of an area?
But I have a farm.
You have a farm.
Yeah.
Right now it's a harvest time. So
Yeah.
what are you going to be doing to the farm? Because it's a harvesting time.
Like you can see my maize. Tomorrow I'll be thrashing my house, my maize, and then the next day I'll be taking them off. Yeah.
And harvest.
Yeah.
So guys, it's a little bit of the talk that we are just in concern here, and my little bit of something that I wanted to rectify and make sure that everything is getting good is to understand how the gentleman is going to be working, and also understanding how all the programs going to be oriented to their own ways of movement. And that is the best way for us to make sure that the life continues very meticulous here. And want to be reaching at the river here. Wow. Exactly. So we are now approaching to my farm here, and it's just a walking distance that we can just get from Mokami to my fish farm here, and I have to sort it out. You know, mostly what is ever coming out is we have to sort out the things immediately, because if it's an emergency, you have to know how to sort it out and how you're going to be making it to make sure that everything is cooking out more importantly here. Wow. Yeah, guys, again, I brought here a lot of materials, and they brought so much of the shenanigans to the internet, and most of the people started cooking it up, talking about all the materials belong to whatever it was to be. But the little fact that was to come out is the fact. How we're going to be making sure that this material is going to be here, and they're going to be doing something very meticulous. We are waiting for the time to reach, and everything will just kick on and get its own course to make sure that things are going to be coming out more fantastic here. I think I'm sweating because the sun is a bit shining. Mokami, take that kind of get it here. Remove it from the other side. Yeah, man. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Let me get you to the back. Guys, today I'm working with this kind of the bike today. And I took the other bikes to be done. Talk about sometimes the failure. Today I was very far. And I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a talk where specifically I was today. And it's something which is so meticulous. Today I went for a peacekeeping meeting. That there's a fight that is fighting here in Korea land, between the Kalenjins and also the Kurian tribe. And the fight is caused with the land and the boundaries between these kind of the communities. And there's a very big fight. The male people have been terminated. The male people are no longer available to those kind of the villages. Today, this village wakes up, they go to the other village, they graze every kind of the maize. They steal everything that is available, which is a raiding, and which is not a better thing whenever it comes to this kind of the 21st century for some of the tribes to do such kind of the misery. And now the government has taken over that kind and it has reclaimed that kind of the land which is having a problem. And the government which is the government which is in the power is they talk about the people who are bringing this kind of the problem is to the government which is in power and also the Korean tribe. And you understand whenever it comes to that kind of the wrangles between the communities, it's very vital. People have never seen it, how it's gonna be very brutal. There's so much murder from one place to another. You are walking, you meet with this kind of the bodies, rotting bodies. Talk about, it's a very complicated scenario. And today I was there in the peacekeeping to make sure that we're gonna be bringing all the parties together and also orient them here in Korealand. It's called Witembe. And it's a very, very unfortunate to say rest in peace to all the male people, because the other party from the other community, they come to this kind of the village, they raid everything. Whenever they meet any kind of a male person, including talk about children, only children and mothers are the only people who are just left, and girls. But whenever people are butchered, my friend. Yeah. There are no male. Every homestead graves, like 2, 3, 4 graves. It was, yeah. Guys, pray for the Korea people, because so many people have left. They have lost their lives. So many families, or talk about their fathers, they have been butchered, and it's not something which is very, very nice. And when even we went there, even everybody is touching your own heart. Is it going to be happening from each kind of the side? But the good thing is the government has claimed that land, which is bringing this kind of the wrangle. And that's how the government reclaims some of the lands. And now it's going to be a public asset. And people are told to evacuate out from that kind of the land. And the government is going to be taking charge to make sure we're going to be understanding where the boundary is going to be. But it's not something which is good. Right now, no children are going to school. The fathers are being butchered. Brothers are being butchered because no male person is left behind. Guys, I went there. People are having funerals daily. 2, 4, 5, up to 10 funerals a day. And now the mortuaries are receiving bodies each and every of the day. Because whenever you say about, oh, the other party, the people are coming, and you have talk about cultivated some of your crops, they come with their cows. Talk about this kind of the people are migrating with their cows. Talk about, how was it called, pastoralism. It was called pastoralism, and they are moving. It's like Maasai. They move from one place to another for greener pasture. For the nomads, they move for the greener pasture. So when they come to this kind of the area, talk about the Korealand, it's very fertile. God blessed us with a greener zone. So they are coming for this kind of the grass. And whenever you say no, it's a war. It's a war out of war, which is not a better thing to this kind of the 21st century. And they are our brothers. And I don't know even what I can just speak at that kind of the moment, because it's very scary. The government has deployed there so much security guards, police officers to make sure we're going to be safeguarding. But how? Like today when we were coming, we met with people crying, talking about our body is there into that kind of the forest. One of our men has been butchered there. We are heading there. It's something which is very weird. I've never seen it. I was hearing talk about in 19th century this kind of an area called Isibania.
Not that you've never heard it or you've never seen it.
No, I've never seen it because I grew.
We are in Canaan.
No, sit down. I tell you. Sit down. I tell you.
Here we are.
No. It was not like that. Before we could get to this kind of the Canaan you are saying. How was it here? between the Bukira and the Wananchoka? What was there? Between Isibania here. Talk about Isibania is the one which is linking to Guitacho Nyamwini here.
Yeah.
What was happening there? You were there during that kind of the time.
Like that.
There was a fight between the other tribe and this kind of the tribe. They are talking about the school belongs to that one, or these are talking about the school belongs to these people. And how did it happen? It's only the Catholic Church which came in 1945. I think your fathers, maybe they were the people who were there, or your grandfathers. During 1945 is when the church, Catholic Church from Rabbi, one-on-one, it came and they brought the churches in between, including now the peace started to become here in Isibania.
Not even the church, but we've intermarried. We've intermarried.
Intermarriages doesn't have any kind of the benefit.
Intermarried.
Do you understand what you say about intermarriages, Mokami? No, because when I went there for the peacekeeping, today is the third day I've went there, and this kind of the people that have intermarried. But when it comes to intermarriages, not everybody has intermarried with this family. Not everybody. You understand it?
When I marry, like my wife come from the other side. That their brother, they can't fight me.
Who told you?
They can't.
Who told you that?
They can't.
My friend go there.
They can't.
And what has happened there?
No,
I'm telling you, there's no family which has not buried 2 or 4 or 5 persons in that home.
But that one is bad. It's really
and guys, I'm saying it because we need peace.
Yeah.
And when I see between the YouTubers again, they are bringing such kind of a conflict to the village. And here into the village also, we have tribes. Yeah. We have the Kisii tribe and we have the Korean tribe.
Yeah.
And I want to be telling the people a little bit of the fact. It starts like a simple joke. Yeah. Like you pointing fingers. From pointing fingers to mouth, throwing words. From throwing words, it goes to the metals. Now you're going to be using a metal. Whatever metal you have.
The machete.
You have to use it. From there now, when you are just using like to frustrate those people or threaten them, now it becomes like now you're going to be engaging to the war. They bring, you fight, people lose their lives.
Yeah.
In a simple thing, it's the same as the villages here. We have to understand it. Like you're going to be starting like, this kind of the Kisian people, they're going to be bringing some of the jokes to the Korean people. They have taken over much of the things, the properties, the lands and much more. You'll hear one day the Korean people talking about, now these people are becoming too much. And you'll find like these are the people we have been living with them. And can you come to the real conclusion? At what time did the Congrats that arrive in this kind of the land? I was not even born.
Yeah.
Yes? And some of the people have been born in this kind of the land, here in Nyabohanse. Is it a fact?
Yeah,
now, when it comes again, we have been interacting. We know them. We have created friendship. Some of the people talk about even if there is no intermarriages that has taken over, but there are people in Korea land who have married the Kisian people. And there are Kisii people who are married from us, the Korean people. Now we're going to be talking about this kind of the people that become too much. Now we start chasing them like dogs east, west and south because they have inhabited our land. They have migrated to this kind of the land. What can happen? Do you think about, I'm going to be asking a question that you asked, intermarriages, correct? Now, you have intermarried with Ondari's family, correct? As an example, you have intermarried from there. Maybe you have married from there. I'm just talking about an example. Now talk about...
No, give me another example, but not Ondari's family. No, give me another example.
Okay. Talk about, me personally, I'm a Kisii. And you are a Korean. My son is a Kisii, has married from your home, correct? And we are living in this kind of a village. Do you think about whenever they're going to be chasing the Kisii people from this kind of the land, will I survive also? Or, yes, I have married from your home. Will I survive?
Okay, it will depend the way you are behaving.
Not like you are behaving. Even if you are saying,
whenever you say
one fish It has rot. All of them are rot.
No, if you behave like the conduct, there are so many Kisiis that, but we.
That's what I'm talking about. Do you understand? There's a place called Iraha. Have you ever heard about Iraha?
Yeah, where they banned.
A simple thing.
Yeah.
There are some of the boys from the Kisii people who are from the village. They were stealing engines of the motorbikes. They were stealing motorbikes, opening every kind of the parts and selling in terms of spare parts.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
When they were caught, they were banned. Correct?
Yeah.
After being banned, we are not advocating for that one. Take to the court or take to the police. But when they talk about the mob justice took that kind of their own, they took that Sharia is called what?
The law.
The law to their own hands. And they dismantled these people, they hit them like Cherokee drums, and they burnt them, correct? And they said, now from this zone, we are going to this kind of the Kisii homes which are here. They raided everything. Do you think about people had not intermarried from there? They chased them out, they took the lands that they had bought, and up to this kind of time, do you think there are Kisians in Iraha?
But I'm praying, why can't it happen around here so that
No,
we can chase
we are
the
not
conduct?
advocating for that one, Mokami, because you have never seen a war. You know, you are hearing about,
No, the conduct,
you
the
are hearing about
The
a
conduct,
civil war.
I'm praying for the conduct so that we can
You can
we
deal with
evacuate,
it.
we can evacuate them, so that we can we can ban, we can fire them from this place, because they are becoming a nuisance in this village.
The fact is number one. The fact is number one.
More especially the David Jr., the Lady J.
No, the fact is number one. Let me tell you as a fact, bro. You know, when it comes to security and the law of Kenya, the law of Kenya allows anybody
To
from anywhere in Kenya, as long as you are a Kenyan,
move
move freely
freely.
and stay wherever you want,
Yeah.
anywhere you need. You right
But
now,
move
no,
peacefully,
yes,
move
yes,
peacefully.
I know it. Yes, I know it. There are some of the scenarios that you can come out with and pinpoint to the government, this person is not treating us fairly, and we allowed him to stay in our zone. That's what could be something that you can say, this is an effective thing you can do. But look at it keenly like this. What about you are insinuating talk about these people, they don't have the better way. Talk about what about tomorrow? What about you? Let us not think about we will ever stay in this kind of the clear land. Maybe tomorrow you'll get a person telling about, oh, Mokami, I've seen how you are. I want to employ you. And the employment is in Kisii. Willing you go there to make your work go better? And if you find like you're going to be a millionaire, can't you buy there a land?
Okay,
I'm asking you a question.
I'll
you?
I'll go and do it, but I'll have to behave.
Okay, not the behavior is not the behavior is coming how the environment is. Let me tell you something also.
Our environment is it bad?
No,
Is
the
it
environment,
bad to
no,
these guys?
no, the environment is not good. But what I'm gonna be saying is, look at the characterism, and the characterism I'm talking about here is number one. Do you think there are people who can come to your home and bring some jokes and say this and then this to your home at this kind of time?
No.
So how do you think about them also? Some people can go there and do ABCD to them. Do you think about they're not human?
Okay, they're human,
Yeah.
but you know the way they are behaving is not. They're behaving like they are not humanity. They don't have that humanity in them.
Okay, I understand.
They are
I
not
understand.
humanity.
I understand. And why don't you personally evacuate yourself from engaging with them?
In fact, that's what I've done. But they are following me ever. You can see even the other day they ambushed me with a machete with the legit, with his father, with a machete. Didn't I tell you the other day?
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Why are they following up?
Okay, I understand. Not only you, we have faced the same consequences, and me now I was the worst. Me including, they came to my home, and they came while my father had been was seated, and they came with this kind of the police, and they were pointing guns to me and talking about oh, shoot him, you understand? And it was an order from this kind of the gentleman. And the little fact I'm going to be telling you is if it could be a person who is not mindful like me, and I'm not fearing person. Like I can fear somebody, maybe talk about, oh, this kind of the person will do something bigger to my life or whatever. The life is once and very short.
Yeah.
And let nobody come and talk about, oh, because the life is short, now I want to do some of the things to you because it's short and whatever it will be. That's not the character for us to go. And the little fact that I was to bring this kind of the video is really to pray for that kind of the people who are having some of the war. Talk about the people like in Hamas, the people in Ukraine. Can you understand the situation they are? I went there and I was talking about if there's no use of a gun, there's no use of a firearm, it's just machete and shockers and some bows and spear. That's what is doing the work. What about now? We're gonna be having a missile, Stinger, missile launcher, and talk about bigger rifles. What could be the cause? Now that's understand scary. Now what's a war, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about here. And when you come to that kind of the realization, I come to another thing that I want you to understand. Look at now when you are hearing.
Let me go to conclusion with this family. There is this conclusion that I'm just trying to pinpoint. You know, this is a new year. Can they style up so that, you know, we have to say sorry for anyone, but they have to style up. In case they don't style up, we are on toes. You know, I'm the village CCTV.
I understand.
So it's only that I lack a phone.
I know.
I lack a phone, but I'm the village CCTV. Wherever that they be stepping, I'm there. You know, wherever they move, they always bring chaos. The other day they came to that family. You know, they brought chaos there. There are chaos in that family. That's why you can see no one is there. No one is there because, you know, they wanted to throw away the Muita.
I know.
Tell
you
him,
said about it.
Yeah.
You said
you
about
know,
it.
Why are they throwing him out? Because
so the little fact that I wanted you to pinpoint here, number one, is like, why can't everybody deal with their own part?
Yeah, let them do their things and we do our things because they got us. Okay. They came here.
You know what is causing such kind of the things is number one. Mokami, I tell you as a fact. When we are individual, we are poor, number one. We have poverty, number two. Correct?
Yeah.
And there's a gap that we are having into your life. Yeah. Talk about money. Money gap, correct? And everybody knows like you're gonna be lacking this kind of the thing called money, the liquid money that you're gonna be lacking. And you know that is the only thing that will make you to feel like the things are not correct or things are correct.
Yeah.
And what I can say is, Mokami, let us engage in things that we can make sure that things are going to be getting good into this kind of the village.
Exactly.
And to get things good to this kind of the village is to understand first. And we start with ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, what is making me to be in this kind of the way? What is making me not to be in this like others?
Yeah.
We should eliminate those kind of the characters first. Then we move forward.
Let me say, if they are chummed, let them be chummed on their side. And let's stay with our poverty. And let's stay with the way we are. Let's grow the way we are brought up so that our kid can grow up they can grow up with a big mind and move up. Okay?
Independence.
Yeah.
So guys, it's just a simple way of the talking here we're going to be making to make sure that we're going to be educating and also elaborating what has taken over the case here and there. Today, this kind of the video, it has come because it's only I had a call and I had to make sure we're going to be arriving to Mokami's to see what we're going to be taking over. But it was not meant for me to come to this kind of section because I think it will be alive that I could go today alive and assumptionalize some of the things that are so relevant to the Mambo. to this kind of an area and to make sure that everything is getting good. And also, when I went there, a bit my heart was pumping, like this is not the real thing that we're going to be doing. This is not the right thing that if you're going to be having some of the officials to the government, they have to do something and make sure that we're going to not have so many people butchered, so many people losing their lives because of some things that can be sorted out. Now people have been left squatters to their own kind of the land, or they're being left squatters to their own tribe, which is not a better thing that you can come out to do. And I sympathized today, and most of the people I sympathized today with, the children. And I don't know if I can say it's only God's terms and terminologies that he has used. And this kind of the fight is not engaging the children and the women only. It's like Hamas and people in Ukraine. Children are evacuated and some of the women are evacuated. But talk about the male. Oh my God. It's something else. And my friend, I was saying it as talk about when Kenya was looking for the independence. And Kenya came out and talked about now we are fully to do our own things as a Kenyan government. And now we gained independence and we became a republic, correct?
Republic.
And from that kind of the way, we chased away all the whites, correct? So as we can make sure that we're going to be depending on ourselves. Why again is everybody looking for an opportunity to go back to the whites? We chased them that we can make our own things progress. And what is happening right now, everybody is looking for a green card, is looking for a scholarship, talk about are going to be learning in the white people. What is really having something which is it a short mind of an African? Have you ever thought about that? You know, whenever I sit down sometimes, I realize like everybody was talking about, oh, you have to go to your home. We have our own things that we're going to be sorting as an African countries, even engaging to some of the Pan-Africanism parties that they're claiming for the betterment of the people. Talk about less taxes from the whites, so they could be given the better movement, the better education, because during that time there were white Highland schools and white hospitals, white whatever, and people advocated for the better. Let everybody be treated like the whites, how they were being treated. And that's what now we reclaimed those kind of the institutions. And right now those institutions are closed. Is it the management of the Kenyan historical people, or is it the civil society which is not repugnantly getting it right?
In fact, it's people's mind.
It's people's mind.
People's mind. I don't think we could head there.
Because in Kenya, we had some of the institutions that were brought with the whites.
Yeah.
Like alliance between boys and girls, Starehe. Those are some of the institutions, and much more. There were institutions that were brought with the Highland, and those were the Highland, the white schools, that only whites was learning there.
Not even institution, but you know, even public vehicles. You know,
we understand classes. Also the some of the vehicles that were used, the classes. But now, are those schools prevailing the way it could be? Right now, there's so much corruption in those kind of the institutions, and I don't know what's really happening, but that's the situation of the Africans. But I see there's one thing that I want to be telling much of the people as I'm going to be getting to back home, because we have relaxed a bit.
Yeah.
Is I saw only one man who has came to Kenya, and he has been rotating the whole Africa. I show speed. That's the only gentleman who has come and he has shown out the magical things that are happening in Africa. And including people could rise and they could come out and say, oh, Africa is very beautiful. There are some of the people who never knew how Africa is. The people who talked about we are looking like baboons. We are looking like chimpanzees. We are, the history says evolution of a man. Evolution. So we are looking like Zinjanthropus. We are looking like, how is it called? Homo sapien. Homo erectus.
Sapiens,
Homo sapiens sapiens now is a modern man. And the little fact is now it has shown like Africa also, it's developing. We have to, and we have the capability of developing. And the same thing of development, we can make it in this kind of the village also. Development is the betterment for us to move forward. And if we don't have the development and the security and also the resources, talk about also the resources. Look at, when I talk about the resources, it's the same clemency which is ever coming out. When I said, I'm going to be building here a facility that we're going to be helping so many people. When I right now you say about you're going to be having the fish industry, you want to harvest the fish and go announce in Nyabohanse, tomorrow whoever want to buy fish, come to my fish pond. You will get as many people as possible engaging with me here, talk about I need fish, I need 1, I need 2, I need 3, I need 4.
Like yesterday I took.
Like yesterday you took,
Yeah.
How many?
I took 3.
Only 3.
I took 3 and a small one for my young kid.
The young kid.
Yeah.
So you took 4.
Yeah.
So which was not our agreement.
Yeah.
Why?
But okay, I messed, but you know I have a young kid.
So
Had to.
right now it's you and your wife and the young kid.
Yeah.
So you took 4. Why? But you are 3.
Yeah.
That's what now is making me to say. That's why sometimes I always say, Mokami, and I will tell you as a fact.
Yeah.
Sometimes I always engage into looking at the real scenario.
Yeah.
And I test somebody. And the testing is not far from the way I've just tested you here. I told you take 3 and it was for free. You asked for the food.
Yeah.
Now you took 4.
You know, but it's from my, it's.
No, we
from my
agreed.
heart, yeah.
We agreed.
But now I'm revealing that I took.
Okay, you
Because,
have revealed, yes. Even if you could not reveal, but we had agreed.
Yeah.
And I talked about, okay, you just continue. I went to another things that I could have to do.
You know, your brother took the other one, the small one, and it died. He wanted to throw to the river.
So, okay,
I told him no.
you took it.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
kill.
The little fact is,
But you had allowed me to take 3.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, I always understand.
Yeah.
Africa is Africa. It's like whenever I will tell you tomorrow, come here around 10. The real African time, it will be at 12.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
will never be at 10.
Yeah.
It will never be.
Yeah.
And everybody understands. An African doesn't keep time. And an African cannot keep the promise.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to talk about, oh, even if you promise somebody something like this and then this, the promise will never be kept. And I was coming to this kind of the module of understanding the real factor. I said about I was bringing some of the materials to help us here and build a facility that's going to be so meticulous in terms of engaging into empowering young people in the society. Make them feel like they are ever recognized also and make a better living standards from here. And when you are doing it, some of the people are ever having the jealousy, talking about, oh, maybe the materials are not yours, maybe you are scamming to have some of the materials. I saw one MP, only one MP, a member of parliament in Kenya, coming from Murang'a County, is the only MP who has built free schools. Imagine you can only pay 500 shillings
Per year.
per term.
Per term.
500 shillings per term.
A secondary.
Secondary school.
Aye.
Which is $4. 4 only.
Do I take my son there?
But
my
it's
daughter?
only for day schoolers.
No, that one it will cost me.
So the good fact I want to be telling you is it's how you want people to develop.
The
How many
villagers,
MPs do we have in this Republic of Kenya? 290.
Over 200.
And when you add the nominated, we have 349
Yeah.
MPs in Kenya.
Yeah.
And everybody is pinpointed from the section you're coming from, the constituency you're coming from.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Nothing.
Have you ever heard about or even talk about a bursary? Me, I can tell you as a fact because I've passed through it. I applied for a bursary here to get a bursary in Isibania Secondary School as my father was bringing some of the kales to pay for my fee there. And I was about to be chased, then the bursary came. And that bursary one of the boys we were learning with got 60,000 Kenya shillings as a bursary, clearing the whole fee until the all unconditional things that they have to add, like rim papers and much more. He cleared everything. And that is a person who was coming from a very wealthy family, got 60,000. 60,000 Kenya shilling, which is approximately 500 US dollars. And me, I got 30 US dollars, approximately 4,000 shillings as a bursary. And I came to realize it's who has is who is given more. That is where we are. Including to this kind of the village. They talk about if you have more subscribers, you have it and you gain it. And if you have less, you cannot have it. That is the trend which is trending to this kind of the village. You can never move forward because another person is more greater than you.
Yeah.
And you are not given that chance. The monopoly, the monology, the mono, which is only we have to denominate ourselves. Like it's only me, and whoever gonna be rising, I'll deal with them repetently. I have to see them declined, which is not a better thing. And if also you understand like you're gonna be having a problem with Gintu, and you cannot sort it out, like you're gonna be calling Gintu, talk about, oh, Gintu gonna be this way, gonna be this way. You want to go to the back of Gintu and talk about, oh, I'm gonna be backstabbing you because of some of irreasonable things that we can sort out and handle. And you talk about, oh, because you have seen Gintu is making this, now you want to be cutting everything short. Like, oh, I want to cut that sponsor is sponsoring Gintu. I want to cut that kind of the person is making it happen to Gintu. I want to cut the other. You have to cut all the roots to make sure that you're going to be leaving Gintu to the hotspot of the middle stage. And understand every monkey has its day.
Yeah.
Like a monkey, whenever you're going to be moving from one place to another, it doesn't know like today it's going to be its own day. And the day it can be getting or to be got.
Yeah.
So don't worry about this kind of the life. The life is challenging and the life has no balance. Today it might be favoring him, tomorrow it will be favoring me. And that is how the life is.
The track.
That is it. And much of the things how they're going to be coming, guys, that is one of the things that we're going to be talking about and also handling much of the matters how they arise. And also as I'm going to be closing the chapter, bro, let us be responsible.
Yeah.
And also let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And whatever we have to do, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
That's going to be best.
Yeah.
Exactly. And this is the better opportunity that we're going to be doing at this kind of time, and also encouraging ourselves to make sure that the moving forward continues.
Yeah.
And also, thank you very much, sir.
I'm praying for my son.
Thank you
so
for a better
that
education.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's only that I'm lacking this fee, but
make it happen. Use the local material around you to sustain your sustainability.
Yeah.
My father used to tell me that.
Yeah.
And when you see you are pushing too much
to the wall,
knows that is not the relevant thing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
And see you later.
Yeah.
And guys, today I've got a bit of something that I'm going to be sharing, and I have to say it today. Yeah. Shock day? Yeah, shock day is tomorrow. Whenever I say shock day, it's tomorrow. And democratizing, I'm coming. Yeah. Some of the dictionaries have to be oriented meticulous. Yeah, I'd shock them. Shock day. I'm arriving here, so I'll mobilizing I'll be appearing. Everything gonna be coming to you live. So today, as I was moving to the peacekeeping meeting, I went through one of the schools here in the village, and they are recruiting some of the students who gonna be getting to the school. And the mostly thing that I've heard about is you can only pay 5,000 per term. And I felt like this kind of the school is going to be. But now, yes, they say as a fact, because everybody's looking for a cheaper school because of the economy. Guys, at this kind of the time, let me say as a fact, like this time round, 900, approaching 1 million students sat for a national examination in Form 4. But 270,000, they got a C+ that can direct you to the university. 396,000 students got the C's that can direct you to institutions like colleges, TVETs. So many of them, they got below the D+. And approximately around 700,000, maybe 600, 500 to 700,000 students failed. Because 1 million minus 270, it's going to be looking like 700 and something. Some of them, the government going to be reviewing, talk about the National Examinations Board going to be reviewing for their results. Some of them had pending. Maybe whenever they're going to be releasing, it will be maybe having some of the good grades. So we talk about 700,000 students failed. From these 700,000 students, calculate their thieves inside, calculate their handman inside, calculate border industry, which is now taking over the game, going to be employing as many as a half of those. And this kind of the people who have finished the Form 4, so many of them went to, whenever they were selected to go to school, there were so many in a way like, they went more than 1 million+ in their Form 1. But to the course route, so many of them have dropped out of school. So many of them are now looking helter-skelter. Until this kind of time, they have managed to get into Form 4. That's a journey. That's what we call journey. But look at it in this kind of the color. We're going to be having goons. We're going to be having engineers. We're going to be having borders. We're going to be having wealthy people at this kind of time. We're going to be having miners, the people who mine. We're going to be having every kind of the institution. We're going to be getting 2 or 3 or 10. Depends. Some of the people are going to be working to the supermarket. Some of them are going to be getting to the US. Some of them are ready to go to wherever nation they're going to be. At that portfolio, I will come to say, up to this kind of the time, there are so many students who have finished the grade 9. They are going to be getting to grade 10 in the secondary schools. They are going to be, right now they are reporting to schools and getting admissions. And they have been given up to 15th of this kind of the week, which is this month. On Friday is the final day of admissions. From next week, it will be, if you have not reported at this week, know that next week, whoever will be reporting to next week, the condition at the home is very pathetic. And so many people right now, they are looking, the economy is very bad. Some of the things have fluctuated very muchly. We are farmers. We Koreans are farmers. We cultivators. We are cultivating, look at this huge amount of maize that is here. It's a very big farm of maize. But if right now there's a low price in the market of buying the maize, but to me, I'll see like I have to go and sell in that throwing price. I cannot know now whenever it gets to next month, there is no food. Everybody has sold, it has been transported to Nairobi. Nobody has food. They're going to be coming for half term. We start talking about, it could be this way, it could be this way. There is no food. Again, poverty. And that's how we put ourselves into the poverty. Better we could take some of the maize to the school and pay for this kind of the fees, because the schools could be paying a little bit cheaper. Not even cheaper, more a bit good than the cheapest that we're going to be selling to the market here. And there's so many students who are in grade 9 getting to grade 10. They're going to not have a school because of lacking the school fees. And we are looking for the institutions are going to be coming out with a strategy of getting this kind of the students who will not get a chance to go to one of the institutions that we will be selecting. Even if we're going to be paying 5,000 a month, if I can pay at least 4 students, I think they could be in a better position of tomorrow. And that is what I'm going to be moving to. If we're going to be supporting him, to support me into this one. And we will, and we can make it. And I trust to the living God, get us much of hope, and we will make it happen. Because we have so many people outside here who they don't have a brighter future. I saw it on myself. I know how people were ever talking bad about Gintu. Like, oh, you will not go anywhere because of the education. Because of talking about maybe you have not yet reported to the college, you have not gone to the college. People think about the college is everything. People think about university is everything. A specific mind with a short course from the field, it can make. And that's why this project was to come. To make sure that there are so many people who could not go to school because of the povertyness to the families. Talk about the poorness that it's of a highest order. We could orient some of them, give them a specific point of talking about, you're going to be doing this, going to be doing this. Including some of them, if I can orient them here, they'll get a point at Mura there and talk about, oh, I'm going to be getting this kind of your fish pond and making it happen. They can get a chance, but not in a slavery way of not paying some of the money. The hotel industries that are employing people, not about you learned about it. Including when I went to learn for the catering and accommodation, I only studied for 1 year, but I was a perfect member. Then people go to the university to learn about it. And I could become a manager than even a person who went to the university. Let us not diminish some of the people and talk about, oh, it's going to be this way. I know something which is going to be better. And a good tree which has fruits is the one which is hit mostly. And I know it's a specific point of some people to throw some of the words and talk about, oh, we have not to see this kind of the person progressing in a progressive manner. But that is not the structure of making it happen. Even if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, even if going to be one student and finishes Form 4, it will be a better position for us to say we are moving and we are making a change. And the environment, the ecosystem will ever one day come to recognize us, even if we have made it even in a single way. And we have to leave a legacy. My father left a legacy. He was a very good farmer. Everybody's talking about, oh, your father gave me some of the kales, gave me whatever, taught me how to make this. My father was the one who brought the system of planting maize in a very straight line. People are planting maize using hose, digging zigzag in a farm. And my father said, no, that is not the character of making it happen. And people started following whatever he was doing. The first time that area that Mura has ever, that area that you can see, it has been already primarily cultivated, or talk about cultivated, that area. My father was owning that area. It brought some of the shenanigans. Then he sold it out because of the problems with the title deeds. And it is still having a problem to that kind of the land. But now my point is one. My father planted their maize in an institution called the Nuru Institution or organization that came out to teach the farmers on what to do and come out with good yields, because people were broadcasting seeds which could not be the better thing for the future. And food security was a problem, because how can you maintain and start weeding the broadcasted seeds? It was a problem. My father started it there. And people said, oh, look at how fantastic the maize is coming out. Look at how fantastic the kales are. Look at how fantastic the Napier grass is. And people started following it. The legacy has to be followed. That's where I'm moving to. Keep tuned. Back to you in a short while.